Has a cop ever shown you mercy? I used to be a dealer. Well, a pot dealer. A provider of plants if you will. One night, this random kid hit me up for a small bag. I'd barely talked to this kid all my life, and figured I'd do it albeit I didn't really trust him. I figured if I were to be robbed, it would only be for $20 worth. Anyway, he lived about a mile away from me, at the end of a cul-de-sac. I get there, pull up in front of what I thought was his driveway, he gets in, and all of a sudden just breaks down. Like a blubbering idiot. Like how a best friend would vent to his best friend. He's crying on and on about how his soon-to-be wife is leaving him and taking his child with her and how he is unemployed and considering suicide. I've been told I'm a great listener, so that's exactly what I did. I listened. I comforted him, seeing as he had no friends to explain his situation to. Out of nowhere, I see these lights come on. These lights ran all the way from the end of the driveway, up to the house ranging about a quarter of a mile or so. I see a man come out on the porch and stare down his driveway at me for about 30 seconds before returning inside. The house was on a hill. I asked the kid who was that? And he replied, that's my uncle, he lives in the house next to mine. He's always calling the cops for the stupidest reasons. And of course I'm freaking out at this point. You told me I was outside of your house. Well, my house is right across the way, he said. I gotta go, you need to leave. I'm sorry about your situation but you need to leave. I've been here for a half an hour and the last thing I need is the cops on me. So, I drop him off, turn around at the cul-de-sac and see headlights peering around the corner. Take a wild guess as to who it was. I got super nervous. Instantly the cop whips around and starts tailing me. I turn onto my road and he flicks on the blues and by that point I'm shaking. I had about 2 ounces on me right before it got decriminalized a few years ago in my home state. I rolled down my window before he even came near. The second he stepped out of his car he yelled over to me, Jesus, I can smell it from here. Are you running a damn grow op in your car? No sir, I said. He asked me, obviously you know why I stopped you, correct? Someone called for suspicious activity. That jerk did call the cops on me. I thought to myself. So he said to me, all right, hand it over. So I gave him my bowl and he said, That's fresh grass, do you think I'm stupid? No sir, I said and gave him my 2-ounce bag. Searching the car is illegal in my state based on smell alone, since smell is subjective. However, I did not know my rights at the time. To his own surprise he asked, what are you, an idiot driving around with this much grass? Goddamn, I could screw you so bad right now, but I won't, as long as you tell me who you got it from. Was it that kid? Is he selling you this weight? Tell me and I'll let you go. Well, I wasn't getting it from that kid, but I won't tell you where I got it and I don't care if you arrest me for not telling you. I told him I was selling some in order to pay for college, and he just kept repeating how badly he could screw me over and that I'm lucky it was him that pulled me over and not one of the older cops. He finally accepted that I won't tell him where I got it and said, I'm going to do you the biggest favor of your life right now. And he proceeded to walk behind my car and stuff my grass down the drain. Get home safely, have a good night was all he said to me. I was absolutely floored. So beyond thankful he didn't charge me with anything. Didn't even care I lost about $600 worth of grass. I drove home and just sat in my car for about 10 minutes, taking it all in. Part of me is convinced he didn't stuff it down the drain and just took it back to his buddies or something.